Okay, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
So I was playing for Jana a song by Chapin Carpenter. He thinks he'll keep her. I said to her how my mother would play that song for me during the divorce, when she was divorcing my father. And basically, it's about a wife or a woman who does everything for the husband.
Mm-hmm.
She does the carpool, like doctors and dentists,
Makes the bed, does some laundry.
Yeah, literally does like everything in the relationship while the husband's lazy and doesn't have any responsibility. And basically, the gist of the song is he thinks he'll keep her no matter how lazy and he is. And then a number of years go by, maybe over a decade, and the wife, says to the husband, "I'm sorry, I don't love you anymore." And that's how the song went. And I asked Jana, have you ever just gotten so disgusted with a relationship that maybe in the beginning might have been nice in some capacity, or
Yes.
or loving in some capacity? You want to share about that, or?
Sure, yeah. I met someone and online they seemed like, fine. And then I met them in person and I was like, wow, like they're really different than what they seem like online.
Yeah, obviously a number of people are very different in person than they can behave online. So you got to get to know somebody in real life.
Right.
Obviously when I was playing the song, ironically I was thinking of my mother, father, and stepfather. I'm approaching 40 years old fast. I've got hostile dependency with them. I feel they've been neglectful and abusive and basically just tell me what a loser and a burden I am, and they treat me with not much respect. And it gets to a point over time where I'm not really angry at them. I don't really hate them. But a lot of the warm and happy feelings I had for them are gone. And I feel like it's like the Chapin Carpenter song. They thought they could just treat me however they wanted, abuse me, and I would never, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't love you anymore, just get away from me, I want nothing to do with you, you know what I mean? And I know every nearly 40-year-old man wants independence, wants a romantic partner, wants a life, wants to do things. And sadly, for the past 25 years, I've kind of sat home all day, every day, with irritable, miserable parents telling me how I'm just doing nothing with my life. And, the little things added up, and maybe not even the little things, like I remember the hospitalizations and such, and the medications, and the big things added up too. And it got to a point where, I don't even see them lovingly anymore, basically I see everything they do, villainously and, with anger and animosity. And, they ask me, why do you hate me? I'm like, I don't really hate you, but I'm just disgusted with everything, disgusted with how my life turned out, And, they thought they could, stick me in the blue bedroom and not tell me there was black mold in that room. Granted, they got an abatement team and got it removed, but, they don't communicate with me. They thought they could treat me like a loser. They thought they could treat me like a burden, and they could make jokes at my expense. And it got to a point where, like that song, like my mother was, assuming my mother wasn't making a joke when she was saying about my father, "I'm sorry, I didn't love you anymore." That's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm done, And
I can kind of relate to that as well, because I know when sometimes in the past, my dad was being distant with us, so she was being distant with him. And then he wanted to go on vacation, or go to do these different events with her. My mom would be like, no, do it by yourself with your own friends, because I don't really want to be with you anymore, kind of.
Absolutely. So sometimes somebody you might get along with well at one time. The relationship can, if you don't nurture it and you start treating the person abusively, over time it can erode the relationship, and it might get to a point where a lot of the love is lost.
Right, exactly.
And that is what it is.